chance to recapture the lead. Kid change of direction, move off to Lorenzo.
5 of 6 from three-point range. Kid ahead to Harris. He runs it down. Lays it.
Seconds remaining in regulation. Kid, the jumper to win it. He got it.
In there, my starters aren't exactly getting the job done.
And he does 2 of them. Oh my! I'm telling you.
Jump shot from the outside. Turnover.
Cliff Robinson's defense forced it.
Oh, beautiful feed for the Kid. Baseline drive. Kid throws it up.
That's a very alert play by Thomas.
And the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Oh, what a pass to Terry. Kidd to throw in. It is a no. 6 on the shot clock. Kidd for 3. Fouled.
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? It's back in the video. They're gonna show with a big body banger. Today we're gonna show with an NBA 222 video. Now, first thing first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You're on the road to 3K, you know what I'm saying? Today I'm the build dealer on your little corner. I'm coming at y'all with this Jason Kidd build video. Yes, sir. It was recommended, so best believe that I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? It was actually very interesting making this build. I had a good time. I had fun, and Jason Kidd is, you know, he's one of the most interesting players I like to play with in 2K, you know, when I play but playing out online and whatever, just because I always try to get a triple-double with him. I don't know why, but he just has that around him, and it's because, you know, he could literally do everything on the court. So I, you know, thank y'all whoever suggested it, because it really did make me try to make an all-around build, you know, somebody who was like great at playmaking and stuff, right? But was okay at shooting and great at defense, you know, just somebody who could do everything on the court. So that's what I did today, you know what I mean? But without further ado, let's get right into the bit. So for the pie chart, I went with the playmaking and defending pie chart, which you're going to see in a little bit. But I went with playmaking and defending just because, you know, Jason Kidd, that was what he was known for. He averaged with like 2+ steals most seasons, you know, 10+ assists most season, an assist champ at times. So yeah, he was definitely a playmaker and a defender. He was definitely on the court doing that, but obviously he was like top 5 all time in 3 points made. So yeah, he could shoot the 3. So you know, it was a little bit difficult, but you'll see why in a little bit, why this build can still shoot the 3. For the physical profile, I went with the full speed one because, you know, that's what you need here. Literally a playmaking guard. You know, Jason Kidd didn't have no vertical, you know, and the rating that I give for him for dunking is like really generous, because yeah, Jason Kidd was not dunking like that either, but that's beside the point. But anywho, so what you're gonna see is that this build can shoot, even though it's gonna have a 68 3-point rating to start out. You know, for one, it has enough badges to actually shoot, and for 2, if you hit 99 and get your boost, you're sitting at a 76+ 3-pointer. So, you know, that's pretty realistic for Jason Kidd. It wasn't like he was some knockdown 3-point shooter, you know. He just shot them a lot relative to his time and made a good amount of them, you know. So toward the end of his season is when he really started to be able to shoot. You know, at the start, he couldn't really shoot as much, you know, at all. He was struggling. He was like, I think of it like Lonzo Ball, but just it took more years for him to find his shot, you know what I mean? So like toward the end of his career, he was shooting like 35+% from 3. But at the start, you know, it wasn't always the, you know, it wasn't always the best luck. You know, people were saying, oh, he has no shot, he has this and the third. So yeah, he definitely developed that with time. And obviously it paid off in the long run, because now he's regarded as one of the best shooters ever. Well, not, you know what I mean, but one of the best 3-point shooters ever, because he's on that list. Now, you want him to be 6'4", and also with this, but I believe you get 58 badges if my math is right. But you want him to be 6'4", you know, because that is what he was in real life. And you want him to be 187 pounds, so that you can get that 95 acceleration. So yeah, you'll be all right. Now for the wingspan, you know, after you do this, you want the wingspan drop so that you get +2 3-pointer. Now, if you're comfortable with a +1 3-pointer, you know, you could have it up higher, you know, because I understand people want a higher wingspan, but for Jason Kidd, you know, in this building specifically, you definitely need a higher 3-pointer just to be able to shoot more consistently. And, you know, it's a big swing compared to if you were to like max your wingspan out. So, I mean, it's all up to you. It's all up to your preference. If you think you can shoot with a lower 3-point rating, then go ahead. You know what I mean? And for the sake of route, I just went with defense because, you know, why not? Because Jason Kidd was definitely one of the greatest guard defenders, you know, for his era, for his prime. He definitely played in one of the greatest defensive eras because the 2000s defensive era was like the greatest defensive era from what I've seen. You know, they always say the 90s, 80s. No, it just wasn't, because you scored a lot more in the 90s and 80s than you did in the 2000s. And you could fact check it all. People scoring averages dropped in the 2000s for a reason. And that's because defenses were crazy. You know what I mean? And they had zone defense now at that time, which was legal. So, yeah. Definitely just give that a look if you don't agree with me. But yeah, so J Kidd literally could do everything on the court, and with this build I feel like I could literally do everything on the court. You know, obviously the main weakness is just that the shooting is a little low, but I'd rather it be a little low than too low, you know what I mean? So while it was low, it was high enough for me to actually do damage in the long run and have the potential to, you know, actually be great on the floor from the 3-point line. So that's pretty much what I was going for. You know, I wasn't going for freaking Ray Allen or Steph Curry, but if that was what I got, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? You know, because current gen 2K builder, it only gives you so much that you can actually work with. So you have to work with it. But as you see, the Bills' vision is pretty well. You know, its passing is amazing. Its defense is amazing. I think I got like 4 steals on average in this gameplay. You know, like I said, the only downside is it's not going to be the most consistent shooter, but it can hit. As you see right there, it can hit. You know, it's very fast off the dribble. That quick first step is crazy. So you can really get to all your spots faster than anybody else on the floor, and you're tall enough to really guard most guards. So it shouldn't be a problem when you're playing defense at all, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's all up to you. I think this build was really fun to play with, and I definitely wouldn't make it for recreational purposes. You know, it could actually be a comp build too, because it's a two-way playmaker. And you know, those builds are back in current gen 2K because shooting is a little bit easier. And you know, in the long run, you hit 99, get your boost, you know what I'm saying? You're doing what you gotta do. So just go ahead and do what you gotta do. Take your time in the lab. I mean, you could be Jason Kidd. You obviously probably won't be bald. You know, you won't look like Caillou unless that's your drip. You know, if you want to look like Caillou, if you want to be bald, that's your drip. Go ahead. But you know, you don't gotta do all that. But still, you know, I have fun with this build. So yeah. But keep on suggesting more builds, you know what I mean? That's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. You know, road to 3K. I'm out. Peace.